Okay, guys, we're back with Before Truth, and let's get right back into it. So we figured out that there's some shady stuff going down underneath this house. What the? Oh. Excuse me? I've been trapped! Oh no! Oh no. This definitely ain't good. I was having a feeling that this was a trap. Oh, I think it's like I should have just went into the freaking exit at the end of the other video, but oh well. What in the world?
David? What are you doing here?
What the frick? I knew it! I knew it! You were evil!
Do you really think I'm innocent?
No, let me out!
I knew you were evil! It was so obvious! So obvious! Oh my god! I knew you were evil! 95 minutes, average time 40 minutes. World's fastest closed for maintenance. Average finish time is the 40 minutes. Well, I'm recording a video, so be quiet, y'all. That is nothing. I literally should have went right into the video, but like for real, I should have like. Let's go into the lobby so you guys can look at something. Like this game, okay, this is by the people that made the Asylum game, and that was a good game. Like I played that one as well, and it was down this way, or just like stuck down this. Okay, yeah, I was assuming that. Like this is amazing. This was actually, I was expecting him to be evil. Like that was like, I don't know. They foreshadowed that really well in the beginning with the painting, how he was in dark. He was casted into darkness, and they were also tied up. And I don't think the monsters would have done that alone. So I had my suspicions surrounding David from the beginning of the game, probably. So that wasn't really much of a surprise to me, but he's working with the monsters now. That's something different. I thought it was like, maybe there's like, I mean, there was a laboratory underneath it, so I guess it explains a lot more of like what was happening underneath the laboratory. Like the house itself, like David was experimenting on people and stuff like that, I think. And that was why he was making these monsters. That's why he had all this like weird stuff in his house that I was noticing, like the radioactive material and all that. Like, I think maybe Clarice and maybe David's wife, I think they figured something out regarding his mischievous ventures. And they were like, oh, you're doing bad stuff. And David had to murder them. And he hid their bodies down in the sewer area. So they, like, no one's gonna, obviously, obviously the police in this version of reality cannot see a obvious library or a bookshelf door hiding something. So there is that to go off of. Like, I figured that out from the beginning, but the puzzles were pretty decent, actually. Like, I was pretty stumped on some of them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that music one, like, I thought for a long time that bottle was something I didn't want to break because it could alert the monster. Like, I thought for a long time that the monsters were actually, like, roaming around the house. And if I made noise, that they would, you know, well, find me. That's, like, an obvious conclusion, but that was something interesting I figured out about that. Like, that was, like, something cool. Donations? I wish I could give a donation, but I can't, sadly. But this is if you guys can, that'd be amazing as well, because this game is amazing, and I'd like to see where it goes off to. Like, this is definitely one of those games I will be playing in the future as well, because they did really good. I feel like John CPP, like, I don't know how long they spent working on this game, but it was pretty, like, the graphics of this game are amazing. I liked it. The storyline was very interesting. I wonder if this is in any way related to the Asylum. Because I think we were also a detective in that one as well, but I do not remember. I'd have to rewatch that video for myself, but like, I think John could be like relating this story to that story as well, but I don't know as of yet. So I'll have to like figure some stuff out here as well. I don't remember how far I got into the Asylum either. I don't know if I finished it or not. I definitely got past chapter 1, because I do that, at least. Besides that, I think this game was it's a very good game, very fun game. Anyways, I want to thank you so much for watching. This was Before Truth. It was a very actually no, there's one critique I could have had about this game, is that the monster mechanic, even though I liked it a lot, it's just, it felt like there was this, it was guiding me in a sense. Like, the mechanics were like, oh, I just can't. Like, I've played some other really good horror games as well, like Frigid Dusk is a very good example of one. Like, I love that horror game to death. Like, that is one of my possibly favorite Roblox horror games. This is a close second, but I felt that the monsters, like when they popped up with the eyes and all that they were just guiding me to places I shouldn't go. And even I kind of felt like I was looking them in the eyes sometimes. They didn't really do much. So I was looking down as a preemptive anyways. So that's my only gripe with this game so far, is that the monsters kind of felt like more of a guide than a threat, because I could just walk around them. Because, oh, you're just gonna stay there, and I don't have to do anything about this. Rat House did another horror game I liked was kind of Rat House, like how they put the monster in sometimes, like it was chasing you around for a little bit, like, and it would disappear eventually. And I felt like the locker mechanic was completely useless. There was, like, what were the lockers even for? Like, what were they for? Were they for me to hide? What were they doing? Like, oh, this is just a place where I can sit in an AFK spot, more like it, if I don't get killed. That's like why? Like, why even add the lockers in if the monster's not even going to do anything? Like, that's a lie. The monster did, like, I felt like the monster did chase me at one point, but I outran it. It's like, why? Like, I didn't even have to use a locker for that even. Like, that's what my biggest gripe of this was, is that a mechanic of the game was unused, and that's my only critique. Like, otherwise, this game was amazing. A very good horror game. Very good. And I think it's a good successor to the Asylum. Like, they definitely stepped up a notch. And I want to thank them so much for creating more horror games on Roblox, because I think the horror community as a whole should get more representation, honestly. Because there's a lot of messages and stuff that can come out of horror games as a whole. Like, it's just so much stuff. Like, there's stories, very, very... It can tell a very emotional story as well, which is like why I like horror games. It tells you a raw truth, because there can be morals and stuff in them as well as being scary. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna thank you so much for watching. Remember to be good people, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.